Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're jumping right into the story of one of Taiwan's most famous, and maybe one of its most misunderstood, street foods, pig's blood cake. Yep, you heard that right. The number one ingredient in this super popular snack is, well, it's exactly what it sounds like. And look, that's the detail that usually makes people pause. But trust me, there is so much more to this story. So what are we really talking about here? Basically, pig's blood cake, or shushiagal, is a pretty simple mix of sticky rice and animal blood. The whole thing is steamed, sliced up, and almost always served on a stick. It's the perfect grab-and-go snack. Now, I know exactly what you're probably thinking. The name alone sounds a little intense, right? And you're not wrong to feel that way. Even people who absolutely love it will tell you it sounds kind of gruesome at first. But here's the thing, and this is so important. This dish isn't about shock value. It's all about history, and it's about being clever. It perfectly captures that thrifty, resourceful spirit that's at the heart of Taiwanese culture. It's about making something truly delicious out of ingredients that other people might just throw away. So where did this idea even come from? Well, its origin story is this really cool tale of how necessity turned into a culinary treasure, transforming what could have been waste into a food that people absolutely love. You know, throughout history, when food was scarce, people everywhere had to get creative. And in Taiwan, that led to a really powerful rule in the kitchen: use every single part of the animal. Waste nothing. And that philosophy, that's exactly where pig's blood cake was born. What's so wild is seeing how this food has completely changed its status over time. Believe it or not, it started out as a delicacy. Originally, it was made with duck or chicken blood, which was super precious because families only butchered poultry for big festivals. Then fast forward a bit, and it becomes this common after-school snack for kids. And now, it's an absolute classic you'll find at every single night market. And you know, like any truly great dish, there's more than one way to make it. In fact, the way it's prepared has sparked this friendly little rivalry between the northern and southern parts of Taiwan. Each side has its own signature style. So if you're up in the north, you will get the steamed cake with this amazing coating of sweet, crunchy peanut powder, and then a sprinkle of fresh cilantro. But if you head down south, it's a totally different experience. There, it's dipped in a savory sauce, usually something with soy sauce and maybe a little kick of chili. Two completely different vibes, and both are so, so good. Okay, so what does it actually taste and feel like? Honestly, the flavor itself is surprisingly mild. You mostly taste the sticky rice. Some people say the blood adds this really subtle kind of mineral or iron-like note. But the texture, that's where the magic is. It's firm but also really chewy, and it has this unique, slightly bouncy feel to it. At this point, you're probably thinking this is a uniquely Taiwanese food. But what's so interesting is that the tradition of cooking with blood is way more common around the world than you might think. It connects different cultures in some really unexpected ways. I mean, it's a fair question to ask, right? But the answer is a definite no. You can find foods made from animal blood all over the globe: Asia, the Americas, and, yep, even in Europe. Just look at this for a perfect example. In Taiwan, you have a street food snack made with pig blood and sticky rice. Okay, now let's go all the way over to Ireland, where you have black pudding, a total breakfast classic made with pig blood, pork fat, and oatmeal. We're talking different continents, different meal times, but the same core idea. It's a tradition that truly spans the globe. And all of this brings us to a really great point, summed up perfectly in this quote. Trying new food is just like any other adventure in life. You just never know if you're going to like something until you actually give it a try. And that's really the big takeaway here. For all the hesitation the name might cause, the actual experience of eating it is often a really pleasant surprise. It's just not as scary or terrible as people imagine. So now, after hearing about its incredible history, its cultural importance, and its surprising connections to the rest of the world, there's really only one question left to ask you. Knowing everything you know now, would you try it?